Y'all come on in, come on in. Come on in and hang out with me. It is Kim. Well, I'm Kim. This is Kim After 50. I know I'm late. I know I look a mess, but I'm supposed to be here on Sunday. So here I am, you all. Come on in and hang out with me. It's time for our Sunday night live chat. Super late. I hope some of y'all are up to come and hang out with me. I hope I didn't wait too late to come on live. Let me cut the volume down and pull that up just to make sure I'm seeing everything that I'm supposed to be seeing. So I want to come on with you all and just tell you all really quickly that van life is about to get started. If you watch this in the replay, go ahead and comment replay so that I know that you were here. I know you hung out with me for a little while. So just drop a comment in the replay so that I know that y'all came by for the replay. So yeah, I just want to tell y'all because it's this week. This week, van life is going to commence. I am so excited. I say this all the time, so y'all probably know what I'm about to say. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I'm nerve-sighted. And I have already learned so much. Like just in the preparation for taking this trip, I have already learned so much. And I know that I have so much more to learn. And that's kind of what is making me nervous because, you know, we don't know what we don't know. So, so if you don't know who I am, I'm Kim. I turned 50 last December. I'll be 51 this year, but I'm not saying that I'm going to be 51. I'm going to be 50 fun. This is my 50 fun year. So I got divorced last year, and it had been a long time dream of mine to do. Initially, it was RV life. I watched this family. The channel is Keep Your Daydream. And I was watching them and I wanted to do like RV. I was homeschooling my girls. And at that time I was married. So I had talked to my ex-husband and he was like, we can do it. And we can just hit the road with the girls and we can homeschool them all across the country and make fabulous family memories and so on and so forth. And then the pandy came and we separated. We ended up getting divorced. The girls are now adults. And so then I started looking into, hey, Natasha. And then I started looking into van life because even though we bought a pickup truck so that we could tow an RV or a travel trailer, and I still have that truck, I'm just nervous about towing something. And so then that made me look more into van life. And I had all of hello, Miss Sabrina. I had all of everything going around in my head, and a travel trailer will be better for these reasons. A van will be better for these reasons. Maybe you should get a Class C. And I just kept going around and around and around and around and around. And a few months ago, I just decided to start with what we have. And Maya, my youngest daughter, has a minivan. And so I decided to start with what we have. And if the minivan doesn't work for me, I'm a plus size woman. I'm older. If the minivan doesn't work for me, then I was going to rent a full size van. If that didn't work for me, I was going to try to rent like a small travel trailer and pull it and see how that does. But I needed to start because here's the thing. I realized that in my life, I have wasted so much time on what ifs. And then you look back and that was the season when you really could have done the thing, whatever that thing is, right? In that season, you really could have done it. You really had the money or the time freedom, or the girls were like, okay, for example, with the RV, wanting to do that with the girls. By the time now that I'm setting off, they're adults. They have jobs in school, doing their own things, they can't just come out with me and hit the road for a year. If we had made it work in that season, then they would have been able to. So, you look back and I can't say what you do. I do. I look back and I see how I overthought something and missed like the perfect timing to do it. So now I am take this week. Hello, Rashonda. So this week I have my first van life adventure, you all. So nervous, so excited. I'm going to a local campground. And we're gonna stay 2 nights. Now, why do I say we? Because I think my grandsons are coming with me. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But I think that my grandsons are coming with me. If they don't, then I'm going by myself. And it's very local. The campground is very local. And I need it to be local because if I need something from the house, I need somebody to be able to bring it to me. And my daughter homeschools my grandson, so they can come. They have the flexibility to be able to come. I don't know that they are, but if they're not, I'm doing it by myself. And yeah, I'm very excited, very nervous. I was going to do a campground right around the corner from my house. I didn't even know there was a campground there. Remember when I took you all to the nature trail? When I took y'all on that walk at the nature trail, that's right around the corner from my house. There's a campground on the other ends of that nature trail. I never knew that. So I was going to do that campground, but I found out that you can't pull your van up to where the tents are. Like where you would put your tent, you can't pull your van up to there. Like you park over here and then walk a little ways to your tent. And I'm sleeping in my van. And if the boys come, they're sleeping in the tent. So I need us to be right next to each other. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to walk a little ways to get to them. So we're not doing that one, but we're still doing one very local. I think so too, Sabrina. I think so too. I told you all, like I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, I am brave. I never thought of myself as brave. It feels crazy to even call myself brave. But so many of you all and people I've met on cruises over the last year have said, you're so brave for doing this. So I am going to say that, yes, I'm brave. But I do take baby steps towards the final destination. I don't just, take off running. But yeah, so we're going to do 2 nights. And now I'm starting to find all of these places I want to go. Like I found somebody posted today about a campground that's about an hour and a half away from me. And I went and looked at that campground and it's on a farm. And so that looks like something that I want to do. I'm starting to find all of these places I want to go. Y'all, there are apps. There's this one app that I downloaded, and it's for people who are doing van life. And this app, you just put in where you are, and it tells you like where you can park your van and sleep safely and won't be bothered. It tells you where you can get potable water. And I still have to look that up because my question is, potable or potable water, can I drink it, or does that just mean I can do my dishes with it? I know, y'all, so much that I have to learn. But it tells you on the app like where you can get potable or potable water. It tells you where there are showers that you can use. It's just there are all kinds of, like, now that I have really like dug into van life, there is another app for people who are willing to let you sleep in their driveway. So like say you're driving from here to wherever, let's say Kentucky, and you find yourself in Tifton, Georgia. There's an app that you can go on and say like, I'm in Tifton, Georgia. Now, when you sign up for the app, you have to be approved. And then the person whose driveway you're using, they have to be approved. And People who are willing to just let you use their driveway. There's another app, and I think that one's called Boondockers Welcome. And that one is similar. People who are willing to let you come stay on their land. But on Boondockers Welcome, there's a membership fee. And you pay for like an annual membership. And then you can make reservations to stay on all these people's lands. And you just, such a great adventure. I love Fort Wilderness. That I wanted Fort Wilderness to be my first stay. But Fort Wilderness was like $179, $175 a night when I looked. And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Because there's there's a campground over in Hillsborough County that was like $22 a night, I think it was. So I was like, I'll do that. We've stayed at Camp Fort Wilderness so many times. And I really do think Fort Wilderness is just so perfect. I love it. It's the only place I've ever camped. And I feel completely safe there. And I just love it. But no, that's not going to be. I'm sure eventually I'll get there and I'll stay there. But that's not going to be my first one. I really, really want to be close to home because here's the thing. You can't bring everything you think you can bring and you be comfortable in the van. Like you really have to minimize what you're bringing with you. So that's why I wanted to do a few very local shakedown trips so that, y'all heard me, shakedown trips. That's like lingo from inside the van life community. I want to do a couple of shakedown trips so I can see what I really need, what I'm really going to use, and, you know, what I don't need, what's just a waste of space. Because space is like when you're trying to make it work in a van, 6 inches, that is important real estate. Like, what am I going to put in this 6 inches? Okay, I looked it up. Potable water is safe to drink, cook with. Okay, except in the wild. Giardia. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Because I that's one of the things I kept, every time I read the word, I was like, okay, I got to look that up and see. Because to me, potable water sounds like I can wash my dishes with it. I don't know why. It just sounded like I'm not supposed to drink that, but I can wash my dishes with it. But yeah. So for these first few trips, I'm bringing my water with me. But I don't watch that channel. I've never heard of it. The van life channels I watch are Lulu's Way, which I love Lulu. Lulu is like 65, I think. She eats so healthy, y'all. She really is inspiring me by her philosophy on food. She eats so healthy, but she's very strict and regimented. She weighs every single thing. And if it's 1 ounce too much, she takes it off. And she started off part-time. And she's still part-time, but she goes out for like 7 months at a time. And then, but she keeps her home base. So I watch Lulu's Way. I watch Bunny Plays Here, Life with Riley. I just subscribed to this, and she's local. I can't think of the name of her channel. Reinventing Myself, I think that's the name of her channel. She's local. I don't know her though, but she mentioned that she was in this area. So I watch her. I watch Bob Wells, Cheap RV Living. Even though it's called Cheap RV Living, 99% of the channel is about van life. And Bob Wells is phenomenal. He's like this older guy from Alaska, and he has a heart to help people who are like experiencing homelessness or who just cannot afford a house or an apartment. So he literally has events where people can come and learn how to do van life. And when you hear some of the stories from these people, like there are people who dealt with depression and van life helped them to get beyond that. There are people who left like horrible situations, people who like lived in a van for a year and then were able to save up the money to purchase something, purchase a house cash. People who did it because they had to, because their only other option was to be homeless. And now they love it and they don't even want to live in sticks and bricks. That's what they call it. But he's very, very helpful. He does all kinds of teaching and education. Hey, sis Cassandra. He does all kinds of teaching and education for people who are, you know, wanting to do it just because you want to do it. But his main heart is for people who have to do it. So that they can do it with dignity, learn how to be safe, learn how to enjoy that nomad type lifestyle. So, and that's Cheap RV Living. I also watch, I think her name is Amanda. I can't think of her channel name. I watch several people. Yeah, I like Bob Wells. I love his heart for the reason why he's doing it and how he's helped people to like have a community. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes if you don't have a home base, you might not feel like you have a community, but he's helped people to have a community. There's another older African-American lady. I think her channel is called Glorious Life on Wheels. I watch her too. Yeah, I've been watching all these channels for the most part for years. But I just had to get the courage up to do it. And like I told you all the other day, I honestly feel like this year of cruising gave me the courage to know I could do van life. Like going on these cruises by myself, realizing that I really do enjoy my own company. I was thinking that the fact that I like being by myself so much was like a defense mechanism. But learning that I really do like being by myself, that I can feel safe by myself, is kind of what gave me the courage to say, okay, you can do this. And yet and still, I'm taking baby steps. But listen, I was planning this trip. Remember I talked about doing like a Florida road trip? Do you know that if I go from the panhandle of Florida down to the Keys, that's a 15-hour drive? So like literally, I could be out there for days and weeks and months and never leave Florida. Because Florida, 15 hours. Like some people in some areas, you'll go through multiple states in 15 hours. But in Florida, if you go from like the panhandle down to the bottom tip, 15 hours. But I found a campground in the Keys that I'm interested in going. I've just found so much stuff. But I'm going to start with this trip this week. I'm going to bring you all along with me. For safety, I'm not saying, I've heard that. I've heard RVers talk about Texas. Like, when is it going to end? For safety, I'm not going to share where I am until after I'm not there anymore. And I had said I was going to do that with cruising, but I never did. But I still felt safe cruising. That's how I started out too with RV videos. And then once Danny and I got divorced, I just don't feel comfortable pulling an RV. And I don't even feel comfortable driving like a big Class C or Class A. I thought about a Class B, but Class Bs are so expensive. So I'm doing van life. And I have some girlfriends that say they're going to do trips with me. My friend Victoria, who y'all met on here, she says she'll do some trips with me. Siobhan, y'all met her. She says she'll do some trips with me, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm just excited about it. I'm excited about the freedom. I'm excited about seeing new things. I'm excited about living a life where I have to be more active, because I have couch potato tendencies. Like I can lay on the couch and watch movies for the whole weekend. That's just not the life I want to have. That's not the life I want to have. So I'm excited about getting out and seeing things. And yeah. And remember, I was just trying to figure out, do I get rid of my house, go on the road because I can save money? We figured out a way where I think for at least the foreseeable future, at least another year or two, I'm going to hold on to the house, but I'm just going to turn the back part of the house where my bedroom is and the family room and my bedroom, I'm going to turn those into like an efficiency apartment for just me. And I'm going to rent the rest of the house out to my daughter. And so that way I'm still going to be saving a substantial amount of money, and that savings is going to allow me to still travel and get out of debt. So yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait to show you all. I can't wait to show you all. I can't wait to see how it's gonna go. One of my big fears is that I'm scared of raccoons. I am so scared of raccoons. And y'all, every campground I looked at, like I would Google the name of the campground and raccoon. And every single one has raccoons. So I don't know how that's gonna go. But other people survive it and the raccoons don't bother them. So I'm assuming that the raccoon is not gonna bother me either. And we're gonna see. We were at Disney Fort Wilderness one time, and we had gotten back from the park, and we bought some snacks, right? And so we had the bag with the snacks, and when the people gave me my change, I put the change in the bag with the snacks, came back to our campsite, and left the bag on the picnic table. Didn't even think about it. Everybody went in their tent. Danny and I in our tent, the girls in their tent. I think we had 3 tents on our site, because at Fort Wilderness you can have 10 people on your site. So Leah and her boys in a tent, Bianca and I in a tent, me and Danny in a tent. The middle of the night, y'all, we hear something. So I wake him up and I'm like, Danny, you hear that? So, and then the girls from their tent, they're like, Mommy, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? So we heard something drop. And Danny went and looked outside. And he was like, it was raccoons. So I looked out over his shoulder. Y'all, we see this gang of raccoons running away. This is the funniest thing. These raccoons are smart. These raccoons, they had our bag with the snacks and the change in it. These raccoons, they ran away. They got a little ways away. They stopped, looked in the bag, took the food out of the bag, and threw the bag down, and then ran away. So thankfully, we were able to go, once they left, and get the bag with our money in it, because they didn't want the money. But they looked in the bag like we saw them stop in the middle of the field, open the bag, look in the bag, took the snacks out, dropped the bag, and ran away. Look, the local place where you are going. Don't tell me that, but you don't know the local place I'm going, Rashonda. But yeah, the review I saw for it did say it had raccoons. They took the snacks, y'all, but they left the money. They didn't know. They knew what they could have done with that money. They'd have kept the money too, but they threw the bag down with the money in it. But I'm so scared of raccoons, because I feel like they're so smart they can unzip a tent. They might not be able to, but that's what I feel like. After I saw them go in that bag and take the food out and drop the bag, So my brother said make sure all of my food is sealed. Don't leave anything out, that they can smell. So I'll be okay. If everybody else does it and they're okay, I'll be okay. But Rashonda, you don't know the local place I'm going. I haven't said. But everywhere I looked, the local place that is hard to get camping reservations at, they got a lot of raccoons too. So I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see. I don't know. I know that Cracker Barrel, you can sleep in their parking lot overnight. I don't know that I want to do that. When I have the boys, I want them to have a camping experience. But eventually I'll get into that, some of those places. There's an app called Hip Camp where you can find places where you can van camp or tent camp. And a lot of places that say tent camp, you can actually sleep in your van, but some places require you to put up a tent, like a decoy tent, and then sleep in your van. But yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a great adventure, and like I said, I am very, very excited to be on the adventure. Very excited. So I just want to come and tell y'all, van life is commencing. And I'll be bringing you all along along with me for the journey. I may also be taking a cruise this month. I got Royal sent me some more cruise offers. And one of them is for Utopia. And it's during my birthday. So I may do that because I want to do Utopia. And they're giving me $75 like fun play for my birthday. So I may end up taking that cruise as well. But y'all know whatever I do, y'all gonna be right there with me, right? So anyway, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all so much. I did not get a video up yesterday. I've been working all weekend. Y'all know my job, I go live. I've been live all weekend. I just finished the live. And so yesterday's live, I thought I was going to finish in time enough to get a video up, but I don't think I finished that live until like 10:30 at night. So I apologize for that. I already messed up on Vlogmas, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing, and try to at least finish the rest of Vlogmas out full force. So thank y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all on the next one. I'm going to bring y'all along on this van life trip. Y'all, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's probably going to be a learning experience, but it's going to be good. All right. And don't let me mess around and get good at it, because I'm going to be asking y'all got some space in y'all driveway for when I come through? I'll be all over the country sleeping in people's driveway. But y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for hanging with me. I'll see y'all on the next one. If y'all haven't watched the interview with Bianca and I, please go back and watch it. We had so much fun doing that. There's also one with Maya from a couple weeks ago where I asked him the same sets of travel questions. And it is so funny that I actually learned some things from them during those interviews. But we just had so much fun. So if y'all haven't watched those, go check those out. Those were a lot of fun to do. I might do Aaliyah next. We'll see if Aaliyah was down with me, so I can ask her those same sets of questions, because I really gained some insight into how they viewed things through asking them those questions. So yeah, go check those out if you haven't seen those already. I'll see you all on the next video, hopefully one day at sea or somewhere else down the road, baby. Talk to y'all next time. Bye-bye.